How's it going, guys? Welcome back to some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Ranked Battle Stadium. Today we're rocking with a new team, so if you want to use the team, use the code at the top right corner of the screen. And please like and subscribe for more double daily videos from me. Here's our first opponent. They've got a pretty awesome looking team. I need to use Palafin because I know it's banned by Smogon, but it's not banned on Battle Spot, so I should really use that, I think. With that being said, let's jump into the game. And the battle begins, so Taka over there is going to lead off with whatever that is, which is the Toxtricity, as I led off with Electros. I think this is a great matchup for us personally. I think we're going to be able to get a KO straight away, because I am Terra Grounds just to hit over electric types, and Toxtricity is poison and electric, so this is going to work out really well for us. So we're going to Terastallize right off the bat, playing it like that, I guess. There we go. Nice and powerful ground type, and hopefully we catch these off guard with this. Hopefully, anyway, hopefully. There we go. Go for a Terra Blast real quick. Nice and powerful ground type move. I haven't actually seen the ground type Terra Blast yet. Ooh, it looks like a mix between Earth Power and, well, Explosion or something. So we take out the Toxtricity, which is absolutely amazing. We have got the Levitate ability, so we're immune to ground type moves as well, which is always nice. And in comes whatever that is, which is going to be the Palafin. So Palafin's obviously a water type, we're a ground type. Not really the best matchup. I'm going to go for a Volt Switch because they're probably going to go for a Flip Turn, as they do. Flip Turn's going to do over half to us, which is absolutely fine. Not too bothered about that. We can use Electros for fodder later on down the line. Let's see what they're going to bring in against the Electros right now. They're going to bring in that thing, which is, of course, the Baxcalibur. Nice and shiny as well. Go for a Volt Switch real quick, get some nice chip damage off on them, which is always appreciated, as we're going to be able to go back out into something else to take care of this Baxcalibur. And that is going to have to be either our own Baxcalibur or Gengar. I think Gengar's a good one. We're Choice Spec, Dazzling Gleam. I think that's probably the best option, so we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll go into Gengar real quick. There we go. Nice and powerful. Go for a Dazzling Gleam, and hopefully we can get a KO, or at least close to a KO. That'd be ideal. So Dazzling Gleam comes through. It's going to KO the Baxcalibur, no problems there. Down it goes, down it goes. And that was in a Beast Ball as well. A shiny and a Beast Ball. That's definitely legit. In comes the Palafin in its hero form, looking awesome in a shiny. I love shiny hero form. It's so cool. Such a cool Pokemon. I feel like Jet Punch is going to come in. I'm going to go for a Dazzling Gleam anyway, as they go for a Wave Crash. They're actually Choice Scarfed, it looks like, because they're outspeeding us, which is absolutely fine. Unfortunately, Curse Body doesn't take into effect, but them being Choice Scarfed is going to be really useful for us. So we'll go into our Baxcalibur, because there's no way they would outspeed Gengar otherwise, because they're only base 100 speed. So Baxcalibur comes in, and we're in a very good position right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Dragon Dance first, and then I'm going to Glaive Rush. Yeah, Dragon Dance first, and then Glaive Rush. So they go for a Wave Crash. That's obviously going to do naught to us. Naught at all. As we can go for a Dragon Dance real quick. There we go. And you're probably thinking we don't need to go for Dragon Dance. Well, here's the thing, we do. Because Glaive Rush's thing is that once you've used it, the next move that attacks you will do double damage. So we'll go for a Glaive Rush now. We should get outsped still, as they're actually going to Terastallize into a Water type, I'm going to guess. So there is actually a good chance this next Wave Crash will KO us. There's a very good chance it'll KO us. Hopefully it doesn't. That'd be ideal if it didn't. Let's see what happens here. As they go for the... Oh, we outspeed! We outspeed! Glaive Rush comes through and KOs the Palafin. Nice! Alright, that's 1 W for the video. That's brilliant. So we actually took out a Palafin, which is awesome. Palafin's obviously a very strong Pokemon. Smogon have actually banned it on their rule set. That's how powerful it is. And just like that, we go up to Pokeball tier, which is awesome. We're a third of the way there to the next rank in Pokeball tier as well, which is awesome. And the next opponent has been found. They've got a pretty powerful looking team. Let me know who you think is going to win based on the team you see on screen right now. And with that being said, let's jump into it. And the battle begins. So my opponent over there is going to lead off with whatever that is, which is the Tinkaton. Goes right through the floor, as we led off with Electros. So we're actually in a decent position here. This thing's probably... I don't know what it's going to do to us. I don't think it can do much to us. I'm going to go straight for a Flamethrower. It should do a lot of damage. They go for a Fake Out. That's going to do minimal damage to us, but it does make us flinch. So we can't attack them this turn. Let's go for another Flamethrower this turn, and we'll try and get some damage off. They go for a Stealth Rocks. They actually outspeed us, which is impressive. Tinkaton's actually not too slow. It's like got a decent speed tier. Not amazing like, but decent, as Flamethrower is going to come through and do half, which is absolutely amazing. We get the burn as well. Oh, wow. We got lucky this game. We're getting lucky this game. So the burn is going to go in, and they actually have a Lumberry. So never mind about the burn. Never mind indeed. So we'll go for a Flamethrower real quick and see what they're going to do. They're going to use Encore, which is fair, but at the same time, we're now locked into the move that's super effective against your Tinkaton. So we'll go for a Flamethrower real quick. It's going to take out the Tinkaton, no problems whatsoever. Down it goes, down it goes. So now we have one less Pokemon to deal with, but it means they get a free switch into something that's resistant to fire. So they're going to bring in whatever that is, which is, of course, the Dragonite. So Dragonite comes in. They're going to get a free Dragon Dance off, which is a real shame. A real shame. I don't know what to do here. They're going to Dragon Dance on our face. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. We can't do anything. What do we do? What do we do? I actually don't know what to do here. I'm going to go into Revavroom. We're going to go into Revavroom and hope for the best. Really? That's all we can really do. Hope for the best. So we'll go into Revavroom. There we go. Nice and powerful. They're going to get some poisons. There's some toxic Stealth Rocks dug in. They're going to go for a Dragon Dance. Now I'm terrified because Dragonite with a Dragon Dance up is absolutely it's a menace. Absolute menace. I don't think we can win this now. I think we've just lost to the Dragonite, unfortunately. We will have to see. I am Terra Fire, so that's not going to help us. Spin Out is 100 base power. It's 100% accurate, though. Lowers the user's speed stat. That could be useful. Let's go for Spin Out. Let's go for Spin Out and hope they don't have Earthquake. They have Earthquake, which is, of course, going to take us out because we are Steel and Poison type. What a weird type. Revavroom's going to go down, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? As we now basically have to go into Electros and hope for the best, pretty much. So we're going to Electros real quick. There we go. And I think the best thing we can do here, expecting them to go, because they can't go for Earthquake because we have Levitate, obviously. So I think we have to expect them to go for an Outrage or an Extreme Speed or something and go into Volcarona, just to try and get the burn off on them. I think that's the best way to go about it. So we'll do just that. We'll go into Volcarona, and hopefully we can get the burn on them with a Flame Body. That's the only way we're going to get around this. So that's going to take us down to 1 HP, unfortunately, but it does mean they can go for an Extreme Speed and get another chance of getting burned by the Flame Body, and unfortunately we don't get the Flame Body. So that was the only way we were going to win that, to be honest with you. That was the only way we were going to win that. So into Electros again, and we'll see what we can do with Electros. So these 3v3 games are very quick because all it takes is one person to get a free switch in and get their Dragon Dance off or something like that, and that's it, the GG. So that's going to take us out, and that's going to be the game. So that's a shame we got an L on this one, but what can you do? And our next opponent has been found. They've got a very powerful looking team. Oh wait, that's not a Fluttermane, that's a Mischievous. I was thinking it was Fluttermane, but it's not. Someone's actually bringing Mischievous, which is crazy. Pretty impressive though. Well, let's see what kind of work they can do. So I'm looking at this matchup and I'm thinking Gengar's going to be really good here. And the battle begins. So my opponent over there is going to lead off with whatever that is, which is of course the Mischievous, as I led off with Gengar. So this is a really good matchup for us right off the bat. So I'm going to go ahead and go for a Shadow Ball straight away. I don't see any reason not to. If they Terrestrialize here, it's still going to do some decent damage. There we go. They're not going to Terrestrialize. They're just going to let the Mischievous take it. Let's see how well it does take it. As it takes it pretty well. That's the Eviolite for you. Mischievous is one of them Pokemon where I haven't seen it in a very long time. It's one of those Pokemon. Because you never saw it in BDSP because obviously the Eviolite wasn't there. They're going to withdraw the Mischievous this time. They got the Pain Split off, which is absolutely fine. And they're going to go into whatever that is, which is of course the Murkrow. So Murkrow comes in. We're going to get a nice and powerful Shadow Ball off, which is going to do minimal damage to it, but it actually does half. Interesting. But, and there's a big but here, they have an eject button, which is interesting. So they're going to go ahead and get a free switch into whatever they want right now. I wonder if they get to choose. So they're going to go into that, which is of course the Azumarill. Now we do need to save the Gengar for this thing. We need to get a Shadow Ball off if possible. Actually, no, do we? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. Let's go for a Shadow Ball here. I say we go for a Shadow Ball. They go for an Aqua Jet, which is of course going to nearly take us out. We're going to go for a Shadow Ball real quick, and it's going to do a lot of damage to it regardless. Does over half, which is perfect. Now we're set up pretty nicely. So we don't have to worry too much now. So we'll go for another Shadow Ball. They go for an Aqua Jet. That's absolutely fine. Gengar's going to go down. Yada, yada, yada. We don't get the Curse Body, which is a shame. I thought Curse Body activated every time, to be honest with you, but I guess not. So now we're going to go into Veluza, who is not the loser in this instance. It's a nice and powerful Water type. We'll go into Veluza real quick, and we'll go on the Aqua Cutter. And the great thing is the Murkrow probably has Prankster with Thunder Wave. We can Terastallize into a Dark type and be immune to that. So we'll go for an Aqua Cutter now. I don't know why I went for an Aqua Cutter on a Azumarill, but hey ho. Oh yeah, it's because I'm expecting the Murkrow to come in. So they're going to go into the Misdreavus instead, which works out nicely, I guess, because it's still going to not take too much damage from that. As I'm going to Terastallize now into a Dark type, just so that we can resist the Shadow Ball if it goes for a Shadow Ball. So we'll Terastallize into a Dark type real quick. There we go. And Veluza's looking really good right now. Veluza is looking so good right now. So good. So we'll go into Veluza's Dark typing real quick. There we go. Nicely done. And we'll go straight for a Night Slash and just take this Misdreavus out. So there we go. Night Slash comes through. Nice and powerful, and basically Veluza's whole niche is that it has this ability called Sharpness, which boosts the power of cutting moves, so like Psycho Cut, Night Slash, and stuff like that, by 1.5 times, which is crazy. So in comes the Murkrow. They can't do anything to us, really, so we'll just go straight for an Aqua Cutter here. They go for a Tailwind. That would work. That would definitely work. So Tailwind's going to come through for them now. So we go for an Aqua Cutter. We take out the Murkrow. They could actually pull this back now. They could actually pull this back because Veluza's obviously a Dark type now. And the Azumarill is a Fairy type that's going to be fast. It's going to be very fast thanks to the Tailwind. We might still outspeed though because Azumarill's not that fast. He's got double speed. Let's go for a Psycho Cut and see. Let's see if we outspeed still. They go for a Play Rough. That's going to take us out because Azumarill has huge power, which is of course very powerful against a Dark type like Veluza. However, depending on the set that this Azumarill has, if it's Choice Band, we might have lost here. If it's not Choice Band, we might have potentially been able to win this. So we'll go into Excalibur real quick, and we'll just try and go for an Icicle Crash to take this thing out. Icicle Crash is resisted, but it's absolutely fine. Provided they're not Choice Banded here, we should be good. So we actually outspeed, which is amazing. Go for the Icicle Crash and take it out. So how did we outspeed there? How did we outspeed there? I don't understand. Excalibur is not that fast. Excalibur's slower than Veluza. How did we outspeed there? I'm really curious. If anyone knows how we outsped there, bear in mind they have a Tailwind up. I'm really confused by that. So anyway, that was the third battle and we got a W. Anyway, that's all we've got time for. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.